So, backstory. About 6 years ago, my wife and I were traveling in New Zealand for our honeymoon. Do it. It's an amazing vacation. If you get a chance, visit New Zealand. My wife is a hospital nurse, so while visiting here, we kept hearing how easy it would be for her to come here because they really need nurses. Wrong. Well, they really need nurses, but it's not easy. So we've spent about 5 years trying to gather everything, all the documents, so we could come here so she could work as a nurse. We're still working on that, but what you need to know is mainly that except for gathering all the documents, which if you're a registered nurse wherever you are living and you've got at least 2 years of experience, then you'll be able to do it. If you got the experience, you'll get the documents from where you studied and where you worked. That'll be fine. But then there's the English test. There's other the IELTS or the OET. Now we don't have OET in my country. We come from Israel, so she had to do the IELTS. Now IELTS is rough. I mean, you can Google it, you can search YouTube. There are plenty of videos about the IELTS. The thing is that you need to get a ridiculously high score. So it's a very hard, very difficult English test that no matter how good your English is, you gotta prepare, you gotta study for it. So it's a lot of time, a lot of money, and if your English is not good, then you got your work cut out for you. Is that the right term? See, I just failed the eyes. No, I'm kidding. But it is very hard. You gotta have good spelling. There's writing, speaking, listening, and another thing. Google IELTS. Understand what you're facing. IELTS is a big thing. That was a big obstacle for us. Anyway, once you have everything, you've got the IELTS and all the documents, you send it to a buddy in the USA. I think they're called the CGFNS. Let me know in the comments below if you need more information about it. I can make a special video. I can ask my wife to elaborate. But we've gathered everything. You send it to the CGFNS. Once they think you've got everything, they'll send it to the Nursing Council in New Zealand. If the Nursing Council is satisfied and they think you've got everything, well, now you're going to be invited to do a CUP course. A CUP course is a course you can only do in New Zealand, and if you've studied anywhere else, if you studied nursing anywhere else except New Zealand and maybe Australia, I'm not sure, then you're gonna have to come to New Zealand and do this CUP course. It's about 2 months, and it's about it costs about 10,000 New Zealand dollars if you're not local. So it's expensive and it's tricky because you cannot get a job as a nurse until you've got the CUP course and your license approved. So you gotta come here on a visitor visa or something like that, and you gotta do that course now. Because this is COVID-19, we got a special visa. It was called a critical purpose visa for 6 months. So basically right now we've got 6 months to finish managed isolation, which is what we're doing right now. This is day 10. It's 2 weeks of managed isolation. We gotta finish managed isolation, and then we're gonna go. She's gonna do the course. So that's already 2.5 months out of our 6 that we've got on our visa. and we're hoping that while taking the course, she's gonna find a place where she could get a job offer, and then we're gonna have to wait until they approve. The nursing council is gonna approve her license, which will allow her to get an official job offer, and then we can start working on our work to residence visa, which will allow us to stay indefinitely, hopefully, if everything goes well. So that's our plan, that's what we did, and this is the captain's log. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, if there's something you want me to elaborate about, and thank you for joining me. Captain's log out.